wet cell batteries. Of
Wet
some
cell
sort.
batteries, these are the same battery as you find in an automobile. They're lead acid batteries with sulfuric acid. 2 batteries on the boat. Some later boats had a 3rd battery, but the batteries were the lead acid. They weighed about 1,600 pounds apiece. Electrician had to go down in the battery well weekly and water the batteries, or more often depending on what was happening, but at least once a week he'd be down there checking water, and he'd have to crawl across the top of all these batteries. And there's only so much headroom in there. So he had his battery well closed, because you go down there and sulfuric acid, it's just going to dissolve that. So that was his close for the battery well. He put those on to go down and do that, because there was, you know, and on top of each battery he had to take out the cap and bring the water level up to the desired required spot, and that was the worst job on a boat, was water batteries. They're terrible, because each battery had 126 cells in it, and you had to, all the connections were up on top, so you had to crawl across all that, take all the metal stuff off your clothes and out of your pockets, watches and stuff like that. So yeah, you did.
So this would be an electrician's third mate.
Yes, indeed, the most junior electrician on the boat. And that was the first thing they taught him, was how to water batteries, and then somebody else got to come up out of the battery well. So yeah. And if you're usually a non-qualified electrician, because non-qual's always got the crappy job first, so that's just any place else you go, same situation.
Non-qualified is a lexicon for third.
No, non-qual is somebody who doesn't have their dolphins yet,
Oh, I see.
because that's a 6-month qualification program. Once you have qualified and you have finished your qualifications, your chief engineer will take you through the boat and give you your final test after everybody else in each department did. Anybody who is qualified can sign you off on their area that they work in. You get all these individual signatures, and there's probably 50, 60 of them that need to happen. Then you take your quals card to the chief engineer when you're ready, and then he will take you through the boat. And when he's done with you, if you have qualified, if he's satisfied with your performance, he will deem you as qualified, and then you are allowed to wear the dolphins. And usually if it happens while you're in port, or it could happen at sea, but if it's in port, several members of the crew will take you up, drag you up topside, and throw you right over the side. If you get qualified at sea, the next port you hit, you're going to get tossed over the side. So if you know where your next port's going to be, you want to schedule your qualifications for warm water. 'Cause
That was just the tradition, huh?